What if the next king wasn't chosen by power or wealth, but by kindness? In a faraway kingdom, a poor young man sets out to follow his dream of becoming king, not through battles or riches, but through the love he shows to others. What he doesn't know is that a simple act of compassion will change his life forever. Once upon a time, there was a peaceful kingdom ruled by a wise and kind king. He had led his people with fairness and love for many years. However, he had no children to take his place. As the king grew older, he worried about who would rule after him. He didn't want someone with just power or money, he wanted someone with a good heart. So, the king sent out a message across the land. It said that any young man in the kingdom could come for an interview to become the next ruler. There was only one requirement: the person must have a deep love for others and always be kind to those in need. All the young men in the kingdom were excited. Some came from wealthy families, dressed in fine clothes. Others, like a poor boy from a small village, didn't have much. This young boy had always been known for his kind heart. When he heard about the chance to become king, he decided to try, even though he had no money or fancy clothes. He worked hard doing small jobs to save up enough money for clothes and food for the long journey to the palace. After many weeks, he finally had just enough. He bought simple but clean clothes, packed some food, and started walking toward the capital. On the way, he saw an old man sitting by the road, shivering in the cold. His clothes were torn, and he looked weak and hungry. "Please help me," the old man said. "I'm cold and haven't eaten for days." The young boy looked at him with pity. Without a second thought, he took off his own coat and gave it to the man. He also handed him the food he had packed for his journey. The old man smiled with tears in his eyes and said, "Thank you, kind soul. May life reward you for your generosity." Now, the young boy had no extra clothes or food. Still, he continued his journey. He was nervous about appearing before the king in his old, worn clothes, but he knew he had done the right thing. When he reached the palace, a guard led him inside. After washing up, he was taken to the throne room. He bowed deeply as the king entered. But when he looked up, he gasped in surprise. The king looked just like the beggar he had helped on the road. The king smiled. "Yes," he said, "I was the old man you helped. I dressed that way to see who truly has a kind heart. Many would have ignored me or helped just to impress a king. But you gave away your best clothes and food without knowing who I was. That shows true compassion." The boy was speechless. "This kingdom needs a leader who cares for all people, especially the poor and weak," the king continued. "You have proven that you are such a person. You shall be my successor." And so, the poor village boy became the future king, not because of riches, but because of the love in his heart. True greatness comes from kindness. You never know when a simple act of compassion can change your life. In a world that often values wealth and success, it is kindness and love that truly make a person royal.